Good morning, my dear students. So, in our social science, I already started our chapter number first, Rise of the British Rule in India. Okay, so rise of the British rule in India, we already come to know that our country is a golden sparrow, and because of so many reasons, because of the Indian spices and because of our heritage, because of our culture, the Europeans means the other countries people, they wanted to come to our country for the trade. But gradually the Britishers, they started what? They started the rule on us. And how they started, how they expand their rule, already we learned about that. We already learned about the terms and conditions of the subsidiary alliance. Okay, we learned about subsidiary alliance. We learned about Dalhousie's policy of annexation. Okay, we already learned about all these things. Now today we learn about economic impact of the company. Students, when British East India Company established in our country at that time, there are so many different kind of impact on us. Impact means उसकी बहुत सारी हम पे असर हुई थी. In our economic means related to money. So what is the impact of company rule economically? Okay, हमें पैसों से हमें हमारे देश को क्या फर्क पड़ा था? That points are there in our this paragraph. So let's have a start. When we evaluate the 100 years of the company rule in India, we realize that India, which had an enviable position in the world in the previous century, become mercifully a country that produced raw material for England and prospective market for goods produced in factories. My dear students, if you have a textbook, then open your textbook, page number 7. Okay, so from the last 100 years, see, our country realized that India, which is an enviable means उसकी एक country means सारे countries में से India has a very particular place in the world, but because of this British rule, because of the last 100 years, our country's economic condition is somehow what they did. See, in the previous the position in the previous century became merely a country that produced raw material for England and prospective market for goods produced in the factories. Now England is doing what? England in our country we are producing the raw material. They took the raw material from us in a very low price and they make their fine product in their factories and then they sell us in a high price. So in this position we can say that England became prosperous on the cost of India. मतलब कि जो हमारा कंट्री है वो रॉ मटेरियल को प्रोड्यूस करता था. ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी क्या करती थी? द ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी वो रॉ मटेरियल बहुत ही लो प्राइस में लेते थे एंड फिर उसको बेचते थे फाइन प्रोडक्ट्स बना के हमें हाई प्राइस में. तो इंडिया प्रॉस्परस हो रहा था. इंडिया नहीं, इंग्लैंड प्रॉस्परस हो रहा था, मतलब कि पैसे वाला हो रहा था. ऑन द कॉस्ट ऑफ इंडिया मीन्स इंडिया के पैसे से इंग्लैंड पैसे वाले हो रहे, इंग्लैंड वाले पैसे वाले हो रहे थे. ठीक है. बंगाल एक्सपोर्ट्स कॉटन क्लोथ्स, रो सिल्क, sugar, jute, muslin from 1708 to 1756. But after the dual policy, the of Bengal faded. Means after the dual policy. What is the dual policy? See, first I will tell you about the dual policy. उसके नीचे दिया है in bracket. Dual policy means द्विमुखी शासन. Okay? Dual policy was introduced for the first time in Bengal, whereby the power of collecting revenue was with the British, while the responsibility of people's welfare was with the Nawab. Means we all know that whatever we are giving the taxes to the government, from that taxes, whatever the government is doing for the welfare of the people, like making bridges, making roads, making cooperative gardens, okay, these all things is done by the government for us. Okay, when they can do this, when we are giving them taxes. Okay, so here in the dual policy, now here what they did, that in the dual policy, the revenue taxes have to collect by the Britishers. Revenue taxes कौन लेता था? Britishers लेता था. And the whatever for the welfare of the people, that all the things is have to do to the Nawab. नवाब के पास पैसे नहीं जाते थे, बट नवाब को क्या करना था? लोगों के भलाई के लिए काम नवाब को ही करना था, और पैसे लेके वहां जाता था ब्रिटिशर्स. So this is the dual power policy. This was known as the subsidiary alliance which ruined Bengal economically. Means इसको ये because of this dual policy बंगाल पूरा क्या हो गया? खत्म हो गया. Because all the जो टैक्सेस, जो लोग टैक्सेस दे रहे थे वो ब्रिटिशर्स लेके जा रहे थे, और जो वहां पे काम करना था वो नवाब को करना था. तो नवाब के पास पैसे नहीं आ रहे थे, बट उसके पैसे जा रहे थे. तो because of this dual policy the Bengal became ruined मतलब खत्म हो गया. So before this dual power policy, Bengal is doing what? Bengal is exported cotton cloth, rose silk, sugar, jute, muslin, ये सारी चीजें वो भेजते थे. ठीक है? So next paragraph. The unfair revenue collection policy by the company made the India peasant a debtor. Debtor means devadar. So because of this policy of collecting the revenue taxes, मतलब कि रेवेन्यू टैक्स सारा ब्रिटिशर्स लेके जा रहे थे और इंडिया को सब काम करना था. So because of this the Indian people become debtor, वो लोग देवादार बन गए. The British government imposed unfair taxes on the Indian cloth industries. उन्होंने इंडियन क्लोथ इंडस्ट्री है उसके ऊपर भी unfair taxes उन लोगों ने चढ़ाना स्टार्ट कर दिया. They adopted various deceitful practices to ruin the prosperous Indian industry, because of which it completely collapsed. Collapsed means गायब थे लोग. So उनको क्या कहते हैं? उन्होंने various टैक्सेस इंडियन इंडस्ट्रीज के ऊपर लेटेस्ट टैक्सेस चढ़ाना, टैक्सेस लेना उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया. Why they are doing this? Because they want to collapse the Indian industry. उनको इंडियन इंडस्ट्री का खात्मा बनाना. Why? Because they wanted to make their own industries powerful, their own industries prosperous. उनकी अपनी खुद की जो इंडस्ट्री थी, मतलब कि जो ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी, उसको क्या करना था? उनको प्रॉस्परस मतलब पैसे वाले बनाना था, उसको पावरफुल बनाना था. द इंडियन आर्टिसन मीन्स आर्टिस्ट, जो कोई भी मतलब चित्रकार होता है, कलाकार होता है, बिकम पुअर and unemployed. So these artists became unemployed and poor. Okay, the company traders forced the weavers of Bengal to sign contracts for providing defined quality of clothes in short period. So the company traders forced the weavers of Bengal के जो लोग थे उन लोगों को क्या किया? फोर्स किया. किसके लिए फोर्स किया? To sign the contract what for providing the defined quality of cloth in a short period. बहुत ही कम समय में, मीन्स बंगाल में वो लोग उन्होंने क्या किया कि कॉटन उन लोगों ने सप्लाई करना बंद किया, उन्होंने खुद के क्लोथ्स स्टार्ट किए बनाने. तो उस टाइम पे कंपनी ने क्या किया? उनको टाइम पीरियड बहुत ही कम दिया और उनको ऑर्डर बहुत ही ज्यादा दिया कि इतने टाइम में आप लोगों को ये चीज करनी है, कुछ भी हो दे, अगर वो लोग रिफ्यूज कर देते हैं कि हम लोग ये आपका ऑर्डर नहीं लेंगे, सो व्हाट दे डू, दे है बीइंग लेस, मतलब कि उन लोगों को बहुत ही ज्यादा मार देते या तो उनको जेल में डाल देते। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, बिफोर द अराइवल ऑफ द कंपनी द इंडियन विलेजेस were self-reliant and prosperous. इंडियन विलेजेस कैसे थे? Before arrival the company, company means the British East India Company. Before arrival the company, the villagers are self-reliant and prosperous. वो लोग self-reliant means अभी जो वर्ड चल रहा है बहुत ही ज्यादा आत्मनिर्भर, तो वो जो गांव थे वो आत्मनिर्भर थे और उसके साथ साथ prosperous मतलब रिच, पैसे वाले भी थे। But under the company rule they became dependent and poor. Dependent मतलब कि दूसरों के ऊपर dependent मतलब दूसरों के ऊपर आधार रखना, so they depended on the Britishers and they also become very much poor. During the rule of East India Company, the first railway line between Mumbai to Thane and steamer service between India and England was started. So this is the positive. There are 2-3 positive points also there, that the Indian means railway line between the Mumbai and Thane, it started, and also started on the service and steamer service means their waterway is also started between the England and India. The third point is what? The first one is first railway started between Mumbai to Thane, and the second one is steamer, engine steamer between India to England, and the third positive point is development of the ports in Mumbai, Madras and Kolkata also took place. So ये तीन जगह पे ports के development हुए. The development of the ports in which places? This can be asked in your 1 marks. Okay, in Mumbai, Madras means nowadays which is known as the Chennai, and Kolkata. So now along with the economy, means in the business or in the any kind of services or any kind of company, along with this we also have what? The impact in our social life. Now social means what? Social means we can say that society. Okay, so now we have to learn social impact of the society. Okay, so what is the social impact of the society? We already show that how many impacts are there economically. Economically हमें कितने सारा impact, मतलब हमारा country जो था, our country is in the name of the prosperous country, and now the country is become poor country. Okay, so likewise social impacts are also there, मतलब कि सामाजिक बदलाव. Okay, समाज के अंदर हमारी सोसाइटी के अंदर भी बदलाव आए थे, so they are not that much. Let me complete it. The first one, during the British administration, the spirit of freedom of speech. Sorry, freedom of speech means लोगों को बोलने का क्या मिला था? आजादी मिली थी. And thoughts developed among people due to the development of the newspaper. Before Britishers came to our country, there is no newspaper in our country, but after the newspaper, now people can write their thoughts. In the Indian society, certain wrong social customs, rites and rituals were prevalent during this time. Okay, so we all know that in our society there are so many social customs and rituals, which is some of them is going on even today, like dowry system, which is going on today itself also. So at that time also there are so many dowry systems are there. You already learned in your 8th standard. So this dowry systems like the sati system, female infanticide, child marriage, etc. So these things is These things is prevalent during the British system. The next point is Raja Ram Mohan Roy getting the laws passed with the help of the Britishers. So we all know that there are two sides of the coin. One is a positive and then the second one is a negative. So though we have so many negative impacts in our economy, but in a social we have so many positive points, because there are so many every rituals are there, every social systems are there, and these all social systems are collapsed. Means they all are the prevalent. They all are, we can say, vanished, khatam ho gayi because of the some reformers of our country and because of the help of the Britishers. Okay. As the administrative framework in India was Anglicized, there was a demand for people with the knowledge of English. Okay, so now the demand of English is also there, so people come to know about the English language. English education began to imparted means increase in India due to Lord Macaulay. Okay, so Lord Macaulay is the person who started English education in India. This can be asked in your 1 mark. As recommended by Charles Wood, universities were established in Mumbai, Madras and Kolkata. And the person Charles Wood, who established the universities in Mumbai, Madras and Kolkata, so Charles Wood. This can be also asked. Okay. So next point, a whole class of the people with the knowledge of English developed because of the English education. There is one particular class who means एक ऐसा group था who already started to learn the English and they developed themselves because of the English education. With the passage of time, this group made demand of the social reformers and give momentum to the process of reformers. So this group is also very much helpful in the process of the freedom, and also they started reforming in our country. Okay, means reforming means all the social systems they collapse and vanish the social system. Our every rites and rituals, हमारे जो बहुत ही घटिया जो rituals थे उन्होंने उनको बहुत ही क्या किया, उन लोगों ने उसका नाश करने का ट्राई किया, उसको बंद करने का ट्राई किया. So this is the end of the chapter. Now let's begin the conclusion. There are only 2-3 lines conclusion. Then we completed the chapter. Thus, the East India Company came to India, being allowed by the prosperity and trade opportunity. The company rule in India produced certain good and bad results in the political, economical, social and cultural fields. Okay, so the East India Company came to India being alert by the prosperity. Means alert means they take our prosperity, they take our freedom, and there are so many impacts socially, economically, politically, okay, cultural field. There are good or bad results too. Some are the good results and some are the bad results. The company adopted the policy of making England prosperous at the cost of India. As I told you before some time, that they make the policies, they made the policies like that so that the England become prosperous in the cost of the India. And the reformers they made in the administration for their own interest indirectly proved to be beneficial for India. And some of the Indians they do not think about the India, they think only and only for themselves, and because of some of them like them they are successful in doing so. Okay, so here our first chapter, Rise the British Rule in India, is over. You all have to write all the exercises in your notebook. This exercise, this question answer are very much easy. All the question answers, all the answers you got from your textbook only. Okay, so write all the question answers in your notebook. In our next class, we will start another chapter. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.